All right, so we're gonna do the lower quarter neurological screen here. So this is looking at the lower extremity neurological function, specifically L1 through S2. So for this, it's easier to show you the dermatomes with the athlete standing, okay, but you can do it with them laying down, supine, sitting, whatever you want. So looking at L5, we're looking at the anterior hip region, so you're just looking at that front region here. L2, you're kind of moving down the leg, so you're more in the anterior thigh. L3, we're looking at the anterior thigh and the knee, okay, so again, coming down a little bit further, and now we're getting the top portion of that knee. L4 is going to be the medial leg, okay, just basics of it, just kind of over the anterior shin here. L5 is going to be your lateral leg, okay, kind of moving out. So as you see, you're coming down, and then you're going to basically kind of wrap around the leg. Okay, that's kind of the pathway here. So L5 is the lateral portion. S1 is going to be your lateral leg, foot and toes. Okay, so we're kind of coming more on the outside here, also coming down and getting the toes here. And then S1 is the posterior aspect. So turn around for me. So S2 is more this posterior aspect here. Okay, so I'm going to have the athlete sit on the table now. We're going to go through the myotomes. Okay? So again, these are your muscular actions. So L1 and L2 share a muscular action. They both are hip flexion. So for this, you just have the athlete lift their hip up. Okay, really simple. Just try and push them down. They should be able to resist that. L3 is knee extension. So she's going to kick out. Okay, and again, you're going to resist that. L4 is ankle dorsiflexion. So remember, you don't have ankle flexion, ankle extension, you have ankle dorsiflexion or ankle plantar flexion, okay? So the toe up motion is your ankle dorsiflexion, so you want to stabilize the lower leg. She's going to bring her toes up, and you're going to try and push her foot down into a plantar flexion position. L5 is great toe extension, so you're going to lift your toe up. Again, stabilize here, and you're just going to try and push that toe into flexion. And S1 is ankle plantar flexion, okay? So again, start them in neutral, stabilize here, they're going to push into your hand, and you want to try and push them back into a dorsiflex position. Okay, S2 doesn't have one, so we're going to flip over to reflexes now. Two reflexes here. L4 is your your patellar tendon, and S1 is your Achilles tendon. So patellar tendon, super familiar one. Every time you go get a physical or a checkup, the physician's going to look at it. Really easy to do. You're just going to be finding, come over here, you're going to be finding the patellar tendon here, okay? It sticks out really well. Again, if you're having trouble finding it, put the athlete into knee extension. There's that tendon that's going to come right off the patella here, okay? And you can kind of grab it. So you're just going to use the reflex hammer there. Again, you can do this directly over the tendon. Okay, and you're looking for that kick out. Now, she kicked out a lot. A lot of people don't kick out this much, so don't expect the athlete to kick their leg all the way off the table. You're just looking for that reflex there. For S1, we're looking at the Achilles tendon. I'm going to do this in two ways. First way, it's a little harder to do, but you want to rest the athlete's foot on your hand. You're going to come around the back, and you're just going to hit that Achilles tendon. Now, this is a very small movement here. You're just looking for them to go into that plantar flexion. So if you watch again, okay, again, it's not a huge movement. The other way to do it is have the athlete lay on their stomach, okay? That way they're off the edge of the table here, okay? And you can see the Achilles really well here. You want to either be standing behind them or have your hand there so you can feel them go into that plantar flexion. You're just going to come around, and you're just hitting the back of the tendon. Now, some people find this a little easier to do than with the athlete sitting. You do have to be careful of the accessory motion that you're going to feel with the actual hitting of the tendon, okay? But again, to do it, I've got my hand here so I can feel her go into plantar flexion. Just going to hit her, and I'm looking for that motion there, all right? And that's about it.